Hey everybody, so quick video on this quiz that we took, Unit 2, Quiz 1, dealing with these equations, inequalities, and graphs. So I'm going to go through a lot of these questions really quick, but it's a video, so if I'm going too fast, just pause the video and see what I got going on. First one here, guys, number 1, we were looking at these different inequalities, and we were trying to match them up with the inequality symbols. Notice X is in front for all of these, so we could follow them just like an arrow with our inequalities. First two are pointing towards the right, so I want the symbols to point towards the right. Then it's just a matter of, am I open or closed? Open, no underline. Closed, underline. Open, no underline. Closed, underline. There's our first one. Number 2, what's the best first step? Well, since I'm multiplying here, I have to do the opposite of multiplication. I have to divide. Item number 3, solving this equation. So if I'm solving this thing here, notice I have multiplication. So I'm going to divide both sides by 12. To get rid of that 12 over on this side, and then I'm going to be left with C equals 39 divided by 12. 39 divided by 12 is not very clean. In fact, it doesn't turn out to be just a clean whole number, but I could add up with my 12s, or I could multiply by 12 to get close to that 39. 12 plus 12 makes 24, plus another 12 makes 36, plus another one's 48. 48 is too big. It's got to be 3 something. This is the only option with 3. So 3 1/4 for number 3. Number 4. Number 4, looking for the mistake here. They made a mistake between step 1 and 2. So we're looking at step 1 and step 2. 6x plus 12 is the same, so the mistake has got to be over on this side. 3 times x, 3 times negative 10, 3x, 3 times negative 10 should be negative 30. So they made a mistake distributing. They multiplied wrong. Number 5, find the value of x if 7 minus 9x is equal to 10. Okay, I have a positive 7 there, so I want to subtract that 7. 10 minus 7 gets me positive 3. So I have negative 9x equals 3. Then let's divide both sides by that negative 9. I get x equals 3 over negative 9. That's not any of my options here because that 3 over negative 9 can reduce. 3 goes into 9. So actually this can reduce. I have 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into negative 9, negative 3 times. So do I have an option that says negative 1/3? I do. So negative 1/3 for that one. Problem number 6. We have P is equal to W divided by A. We want W all alone. How do I get rid of divide by A? I have to times it by A. So I'm timesing both sides by A. This is the only one that said times A. So if we recognize our operation and do the opposite, this one should have been easy. Number 7 is trickier. Very similar, but trickier here because we have multiple operations going on. 5 different options. We have to pick all the equations that are equivalent. So if I'm solving for H, I'm timesing by 2 and then dividing by A plus B. That first one's right on. If I'm solving for little a or little b, I divide by H and then times it by 2. So I need 2a divided by H, which all of these have. Then it just comes to a matter of, am I subtracting outside or on top with that division? Well, since we're getting rid of this times H first, anything that happens after that is not included within that division. So the minus b and the minus a needs to be on the outside of that division. So there's number 7. Number 8. Solving this inequality here, we have parentheses, so let's distribute that thing out. Negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. Negative 8 times that 2m gets us negative 16m. Then I have negative 8 times that negative 4, which makes it positive 32. 3m minus 6 still on this side. Okay, and then now let's combine some like terms. I got negative 16m on this side, so I'm going to add it to the other side. I have minus 6 over here, so I'm going to add that to the other side. 3 plus 16 makes 19. M less than or equal to 32 plus 6 makes 38. Divide both sides by that 19. 19 goes clean into 38. 19 goes into 38 2 times. So for this one, we want m is less than or equal to 2. Going on to our next problem. What describes the inequality below? We were looking at our circles here. We're at 3 and 6, but they're all at 3 and 6, so we just got to pay attention to the opened and closed. Open for 3, closed at 6, so we want not underlined and underlined. Number 10 here, looking at the graph, we need to count our rise and our run. So click clean points. There's a clean point here at 8. Let's see, there's another one here at 4, 3. And then you're counting how many spaces you went down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many spaces you went over? 1, 2, 3, 4. So slope of the line here, we should say negative 5 over 4. Going on to our next problem. Slope of the line here, we need to use our slope formula. So I have y2, negative 5, minus y1, minus 7, divided by x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is that negative 2. Negative 5 minus 7 makes negative 12. 2 minus negative 2 becomes positive. So 2 plus positive 2 becomes 4. Negative 12 divided by 4 becomes negative 3. So our answer for this one should be negative 3. Going on to our next problem, number 12. Graph the line with the equation 1/5 x minus 2. So let's use that constant minus 2 as our y-intercept. And then let's count that slope. This is 1/5, so we want to go up 1 over 5. Number 13, our last one, we have to convert this to slope-intercept form, meaning we need that y value all alone. It's a positive 3x over here, so I'm going to subtract it. I get 15y equals negative 3x minus 135. And then I divide everything by that 15. To get my final answer. For this one here, guys, 15 divided by 15 just becomes y. Negative 3 divided by 15 reduces. I get negative 1 divided by 5. Don't forget your x. Negative 135 divided by 15 is a negative 9. So our answer here, if I can erase some of this stuff so we could see it, our answer here is y equals negative 1/5 x minus 9 On some of our quizzes that I've seen, we were really close to this, guys. Some of us forgot the 1/5 x. We put 5x. We flipped the 15 and the 3 around. Some of us put +9 instead of negative. Some of us put positive 1/5 instead of negative. We were really close on this one, even though this was one of the tougher problems in the quiz. So there's all 13 problems on the quiz. Watch this video. Well, now that you... So there's 13 problems on the quiz. You've completed the quiz corrections video, and you'll get a lot of points back for your grade. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you guys later.